Hey everybody, welcome to Redline Reactions. I'm Evan. I've been listening to metal music since I was in second grade. Now, one quick rule before we get started. There's not going to be any clickbait titles here. There's not going to be Metalhead reacts to Enter Sandman for the first time. No. If I've heard it, I'll tell you. If I haven't, I'll also tell you. But today, since it's my first upload, we're going to start with something a little bit special. We're going to go with Papercut by Linkin Park. Let's roll it. Oh my god, the clothes. And the hair. Bring it back. You know, I've actually never seen this music video before. Heard the song a lot, but this is all new. Yeah, this just takes me right back to middle school. Right back to middle school. And yeah, like I said, this music video is completely new. And you know, with Linkin Park, they're always going to have some sort of like underlying message. I couldn't tell you what it is yet. I mean, look at Chester's hair right there. I once, when I was in middle school, I think I saw, I don't know if it was their like the crawling video or like One Step Closer, but I think they may have had colored hair in one of those. And I got this hair gel that was like blue and thick like clay. It was the worst thing ever. But no, this song, I think this was the first song on Hybrid Theory, their first album. And I mean, it just set the tone. It just, I mean, when you think about iconic voices from that era across all genres, I mean, what? Eminem, Ludacris, Mike Shinoda, right? I mean, it's just iconic. Yeah, no, let's keep going. Watches every time they lie, face it laughs every time they fall. So you know that when it's time to sink or swim, that the face inside is watching you too, right inside your skin. It's like I'm paranoid looking over my back. It's like a whirlwind inside of my head. It's like I can't stop what I'm God, their voices complement each other so well. Yeah. one of the crazy things just about this era with new metal is, I mean, we think about new metal now, and there's so many bands, but back then, like before this sound, like they had to create this sound. Now, I'm not saying that Linkin Park were the first new metal. I personally would consider Korn to be the first new metal band. I know that some people say like Faith No More, but I don't. And but I think that, you know, if Korn introduced new metal to the, you know, for the first time, I think Linkin Park. Well, no, because it's not like Korn was some small band. They both introduced it to the world, but I mean, you hear those heavy riffs underneath, and then you just have like this more like electronic kind of sound, and then more of like those rap vocals from Mike, and then just those harsh screams and sort of that rasp from Chester. It, like, everything has its equal It's great. It's just phenomenal. What is that? Gee, what? Okay. Oh God. Did we need the bugs? Oh, go back. Look at that. Hold on. Where was the where was the face? That. Do any of you remember? I remember it vividly. I was in New Jersey with my dad, uh, watching Independence Day, and like I think it came out in '96, and the previews for it. I think it was that was the cover. I think it was a horror movie or like some sort of a thriller, but that face coming through the wall. Let me know in the comments what movie that was because I can't remember, but that just jumped out at me. I would not be that relaxed with bugs flying around me. Whoa. He's like, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. I mean, phenomenal. All of it. I mean, this whole album. It's. I don't know about you guys. I was in middle school when I discovered this. I think I was in sixth grade, and I remember listening to Hybrid Theory when I was having a great day. I remember listening to it when I was having a really shitty day. Um, it was a really important sort of soundtrack to my childhood. Um, yeah, I mean I think this might be my favorite album ever across all genres and artists. Um, and one of the interesting things about it, since music began being put on like albums, I think there have only been like something like between 105 and 110 albums total to ever reach diamond status, which is 10 million albums or more sold. And Hybrid Theory is one of them. Hybrid Theory is one of them. I think there's only two. There's like two other metal bands to do it. The first is Metallica with the Black Album. I think it went double diamond, so like 20 million albums. And the other one, I looked this up earlier because I knew about Metallica, but I didn't know the other one, and it kind of caught me off guard. It's Evanescence, in their first album with like My Immortal and Bring Me to Life, which, I mean, I think most people agree is phenomenal, but you never really expect to see sort of this genre represented alongside, Bob Dylan, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, right? Uh, but yeah, no, I mean, literally every song off this album is an absolute banger. And yeah, means a lot. So if you've stayed this far, thank you. Obviously, listen, this is very bare bones, right? It's not going to stay like this. This is, as I said, my first upload. If you haven't already noticed, I can't remember if the camera's reaching it, but there's no cord on this. I tried to get it to work with my computer, wouldn't work, so I just attached my wireless mic to it. That's going to be our little inside joke. That's going to be our little secret. I'm gonna try to remember to not mention it again. So if you've seen this and you see other people commenting on it, go pick on them, make fun of them in the comments. Other than that, let me know what else you want to see. I have a list of probably 500 songs that I want to get to. Some are, the big names, the ones that you would expect to see. Down with the Sickness from Disturbed, Stupefy from Disturbed. But I'm also a big fan of the absolute bangers that people might not know that much about, right? Not like super weird and, what's the word I'm looking for? Not deliberately strange or unknown songs, but like, for instance, my favorite song of all time is Blackened by Metallica, right? That's been my favorite song since I was 9 years old. Anyway, but let me know if there's anything you want me to react to in the comments. Happy to do it. But just be warned, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. You might not always like that because you will learn if you subscribe to this, which you better do. Please. I'll make it worth your time. I promise. Pause. But, yeah, I'm not here to say everything is great, everything's amazing, because it's not. And I guarantee you there are some bands that the mainstream metal community loves, which I cannot stand. So please, if you enjoyed the video, if you've made it this far, thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, like the video, please subscribe. I'm going to get better at this. And yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun.